So our first question for you is, what is your availability or time commitments this year?
I'd say, so I'm usually available at nights, but on like Fridays, it's usually like every other Friday, I usually have like a cooking club event going on, but those usually end around like 8 o'clock, and then it's like when VSA events happen, which are like, they usually, I'd say that they no later run till like 9 o'clock, I'd say, but then normally I'm usually available like at night and on weekends as well.
Thank you. So attendance is quite a requirement for applying to CoSR at either Leadership Summit or VA1. How can you compensate for that lack of attendance?
Well, this has been like my first year being on VSA, but like I'm definitely planning on attending VIA1 this year. So I think that me being like a little new to this whole concept might be a little hindering, since I haven't been able to attend any of these events, but I would plan on attending them in the future.
Thank you. What kind of leadership skills do you have or have developed through your leadership roles?
So I'm the co-president of the cooking club, along with I have a co myself, and we work together and we collaborate, and we essentially organize our entire board, and we just make sure that everyone's doing what they're doing, as well as we set up our own events and we lead the people there that attend. And being co-president of cooking club, it's a really nice way to be able to like teach people. So like you also have to be able to explain things in a way that everyone would understand, and if people are having trouble, then you have to find ways to reiterate that to them, so they understand. And it's also like a good way for me to work on my communication, make sure that everyone's on the same page for when something is being done.
Thank you. How do you think you can help connect the VSA within the state?
I think that just being very open with communication with them, and just like maybe just like always keeping in touch with them, maybe like checking up on them. I think that'd be a good way to communicate them and connect them, because just so when they know like you have that like that communication with them, they know that like they're there for them and you're checking up on them, that you care about them, and it creates like a bond between state reps and the members. And you can also incorporate this with like having like the constituent members talk to each other, so they can show support for each other, so it just creates a better community for all.
Thank you. Our next question is, how do you think you handle stress or working under a stressful situation?
I think I handle stress pretty well, because a lot of times at our cooking club events, there's always little things that come up, and you just have to find ways to work around it. And so the situations can be a little stressful, because some of the details are very precise, and if you mess one of them up, then it can mess up like the whole thing that someone's trying to make. So in those situations, you kind of have to improvise and be able to think outside the box and just think of something new and another way to work around the issue.
Thank you. If your schedule starts to get hectic, do you think you will drop the position of CoSR from being burnt out?
I didn't hear the question.
Sorry, so the question was, if your schedule gets too hectic, how will you handle the task of being CoSR and also your academic and other extracurricular activities on campus?
Can you repeat the question? It kind of like broke out like in the middle, like I couldn't hear you.
If your schedule starts to get hectic, how will you handle your CoSR responsibilities with your academic and extracurricular activities on campus?
I think a lot of it comes down to just being able to manage your time efficiently. But if it does come down to that, I think that an effective way to just be to reach out to other people and just let them know that you're having struggles like completing your task. And I think that most of the time that they would be very open to it, and they might, in a way, help you, because if I were in the situation where someone came to me and said that they were having troubles completing their task, I too would help them as well, if I had the time.
In recent years, the participation or attendance level of University of Michigan and MSU has increased. How will you better engage the Michigan community to continue that trend upwards or to have it remain consistent?
I think that just being able to effectively communicate all the positive experiences that you have is a good way to motivate people, because I feel a lot of people are on the fence about something, and if you're able to share positive experiences, then they themselves might be encouraged to go try something new and see if they have those same positive experiences that you do as well.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. That will conclude the Q&A section of this election process.